Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should buy a diesel Volvo. So earlier on today I was sat, we're at a family event. It was my grandmother's 86th birthday, so the whole family were there, and me and my uncles and my brother and my dad were all talking about cars as the chaps do, and we were discussing, nice Audi TT coming in there, and we were discussing the benefits of diesel, petrol, hybrid, etc. So as a diesel owner and a diesel advocate, I mean I've got 2 cars that are diesel now, I thought we'd talk about 5 reasons why I love diesel and why you should get a diesel. The 5 reasons to do it. I'm going to do a series of these. I think we'll talk about petrol cars, hybrid cars, etc. The police car going off there. Because I think it's important. I think it's quite a hot topic in the world at the moment, with all climate stuff going on, and I actually work in that field. So for me, it's quite interesting, and I enjoy it. Surrounded by the arguments every day. So let's talk about diesel today. So this is obviously my diesel 2009 Volvo S80, and first thing I love about diesel is the torque from the engine. So this particular car is the twin turbo 5-cylinder diesel, but every diesel I've owned, they've always had gobs and gobs of torque, and it's just the way that they work. They're much torquier and lower revving. So that's the first one. It means they're better at pulling. It means that they're great for overtaking if you get it in the right gear. It really sort of launches you off, and you can be quite lazy as well. I learned to drive in my dad's Volvo V40. It was a 1.6 diesel, but it was really easy to learn in because the clutch just did all the work, and it was a lovely thing. So they're easier to drive as well, really. Number 2, because they rev lower, they get better fuel economy. So my uncle drives a hybrid T6, an XC60 that he is his company car, and on average he gets similar fuel economy to me in this, because he does all motorway driving. The only reason he went for a hybrid was to save money on the company car tax. So he gets slightly worse MPG than I do in a hybrid petrol. So diesels are known for being better on fuel. That's why Audi built the Audi A2 with the 1.2 TDI. For those of you that are quite nerdy and like your eco cars, that car was capable of doing over 100 miles per gallon with a 3-cylinder diesel. My brother's Polo, that is a 1.4 TDI, same engine really, 1.4 TDI 3-cylinder diesel, and that will do 80 to the gallon on a motorway run. Try and find a petrol car that can do that. They're very few and far between. Don't get me wrong, you can do it. Obviously Toyota Prius and all those sorts of cars are capable of doing it, but diesel for a long time, especially during my lifetime, I've grown up mainly in the noughties, a bit of the 90s, but mainly in the noughties. Diesels are always the more efficient option, and we've got some more police cars coming, but diesels were always the way to go. All the company cars were pushed to diesel, all the local authority used diesels cars. Just see. Oh dear, an ambulance going as well, that's not good. Anyway, so that was number 2, is the fuel economy. Number 3 is just the ease of it. I think regarding petrol cars, generally, and this is going to set a lot of people off now, are less reliable than diesel cars. Diesel cars are just much better at demolishing mileage, which is what I do in my car, which is why it suits better. Because it's running much lower RPMs, etc., it wears out less, basically. There's a reason that all trucks are diesel. There's a reason that all sort of commercial vehicles are diesel. It makes a big difference, and the running costs of a diesel generally in terms of maintenance are lower than a petrol car as well. You don't have spark plugs, you don't have various other systems that petrol cars have. That's a nice little thing to have. Number 4 is to do with... we've got another one coming now. I think there's been an accident down the road because it was a roads policing car went down as well. So so number 4 is safety of diesel. Now, for years, we've been filling our cars up with flammable liquid that when you fill it up, if you were to light a naked flame anywhere near it, you and the car would blow up. If you tried to propose that now, I think it would blow a lot of people's minds and it wouldn't be allowed. But because it's so normalised, I think that's why everybody's so sort of okay with it. But obviously with diesel, you don't have that flammability issue, you don't have the flash points that the petrol do, and the fact that they'll just ignite vapours, etc. And also I prefer the smell of diesel to petrol as well. Now, this car has a 72 litre fuel tank. I don't think I'd want 72 litres of fuel in my car to be then hit by a truck and rupture the fuel tank, because that would, if that goes up, it's going to be burning for a long time. So that's another reason. It's not, that is again, it's all subjective, and with modern safety technology now, it's much more sort of less likely to happen, but it still does. Unfortunately, I've been in one of the other roles that I do, I've had to attend one of those accidents, and it's not a very pleasant scene at all. So yeah, that was number 4. Number 5 comes down to long distance journeys again, and the noise of diesel engines. When this car is cruising along at 70 miles an hour, it's just over 1800 RPM, and it's pretty much silent. You don't notice the engine, the car floats along, and it's lovely. However, petrol cars, they're normally generally much shorter geared because they have less torque, and as a result, when they're at cruising speeds, you can find that they do make more noise. My MX-5, for example, that would cruise along at 3,500 RPM at 70 miles an hour, so double the RPM of this car, which obviously is worse for fuel economy, but also was noisier. So that last one was a bit of a, I had to rack my brain for that one, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've got a diesel car or a petrol or a hybrid or an electric car. Let me know what you prefer, or if you've got a hydrogen car, because obviously that's coming out soon as well. So let me know your thoughts on both, whether you particularly like one or the other, and let's start a little war down in the comment section. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.